So an options tax is where a landlord or an owner of a commercial property or land decides, instead of the usual exempt treatment of sales, letting, rents, instead they decide they want to charge VAT, make it a taxable supply, and so that enables them to recover VAT, say they've incurred on purchase of the land, buildings, or on, indeed on refurbishment programs. And when doing deals, when doing transactions, buyers' solicitors have relied on HMRC's issue of their acknowledgement letter of the option to tax. They wanted to see that before a transaction will go ahead. So the process to date has been that there's a notification to HMRC. They'll do, as they call it, significant extensive checks on the validity of the option to tax. But they're changing that now to say, well, actually, rather than doing an extensive check, we'll just do we'll just acknowledge receipt of the option to tax. So that will speed things up. That will get through their backlogs. That might be the issue that you're facing. I don't know, but what that means, I think, in the longer term is that because HMRC are not checking the generally speaking, the form is filled out correctly and what's been opted is clear. They're not checking some legal issues such as is prior permission for an option tax required. They're not checking whether, in fact, there's disapplications that affect the under anti-avoidance rules, which affect the legitimacy of the option to tax. So we might find later down the line, later down the road, some issues in that regard. HMRC could come back and say, oh, your options tax needed prior permission 10, 15 years down the road, so I'll have all the VAT you've incurred on your refurbishment back, please. So even though they're trying to help there, I think they're pushing the onus back on businesses, and clearly businesses are going to need to take extra care and perhaps seek professional help when they're opting. Seemingly a straightforward exercise, I think, will become more complex and fraught with risk.